What's up, YouTube? We are gathered here today in our quest to find the best concealed carry pistol that's on the market. And we're going to talk about the FN Reflex. What drew me to this pistol right off the bat was the fact that it has an internal hammer. So it's not like most of your striker fire pistols. It's got an internal hammer right here that actually strikes the firing pin, and obviously that's different from our Glocks, our Hellcats, our SIGs, and the other pistols that we've reviewed on the channel. And why are we so obsessed with finding the best concealed carry pistol? Because this is the pistol that you're going to spend the most of your time with, right? This is the pistol that you're carrying day to day. It's with you the most. So it's important to test these pistols out in particular to make sure we have the best one that we can possibly have. It's the one we're most likely to have to use to defend ourselves because it's the one we're carrying day to day. So this internal hammer right here, when I saw that FN came out with this little Reflex with this internal hammer, they made some claims that obviously the trigger was going to be a little better in this pistol than we expect from our regular bone stock striker fire pistols that we've tested here on the channel. I wanted to see if that was true. Another thing they claimed, because this has got the internal hammer, the slide is, they claimed, actually easier to rack. And so when I heard them claim that, I said, well, that's pretty cool, better trigger, the slide's easier to rack. Blake, freaking order one of these things for me, man. The people need to see this gun, right? We need to see if it's true or not. So we'll talk about whether those are true or not. We'll get out here in the range. I haven't shot this thing yet. And let's make sure it works first before we start digging into what's true and false about this pistol. So this little pistol, one thing that I do like about it, it fits right in the same holster that I would use for my Glock 43X or my Hellcat. It just fits right in the same holster, so I don't have to buy another holster for it. I did like that. It comes with two magazines from the factory. One is an 11-round mag, the other's a 15-round mag. A lot of companies are doing this with these concealed carry pistols, and I actually like it. With the big mag, you actually get a nice full grip, right? So that's awesome. It's going to be a lot easier to control the weapon there because I got a nice full grip. And then with this little 11-round mag, obviously it's freaking cold out here, man. Obviously we got enough to get our pinky around it, but this is just a different application for the gun. We can swap and put this smaller magazine in. And so how does this work for me? Well, if I decide I want to carry this pistol right here on a backpacking trip, if I want to fit this pistol in the hip belt of my rucksack or my backpack, I can't fit it in the hip belt pouch with this big magazine in it. So these different magazines allows me to put this smaller magazine in. Obviously I don't have as many rounds in it, but I'm able to fit it in the hip pouch on my hyperlight pack that I use when I backpack. So it's really nice to have these two different options. And again, this pistol comes with both. So I like that. Let's see how this thing shoots. Let's see how the trigger is. Let's see if the slide is actually easier to rack back, all that good stuff. Got your ear pro on, tech guy? All right, sweet. Let's see how this feels. Oh, the magazines were also really easy to load. The magazines loaded very smoothly. In some of these freaking pistols, man, you get to that last round or two in the magazine, and I'm telling you, it takes everything you got, especially a lot of you guys that have weak girly hands. You may not even be able to get to the last round in the magazine, man. But it gets tough. These magazines loaded real smoothly. Yeah, that is definitely a easier slide to rack and load that first round. 100%, you can feel it right off the bat. For, again, a lot of you guys with weak girly hands and no grip because you don't PT, that's a game changer for you, right? See people all the time come out to the range and it's cold outside. I'm telling you, I see it, man. They can't freaking manipulate the slide on their pistol because it's too hard. This is definitely easier. So you don't have to get stronger, just buy a gun that has an easier racking slide, right? Let's see how she works. Again, I haven't shot it yet. I'm gonna shoot center silhouette number 7. All right, so shot pretty good on that first magazine. Everything's in silhouette number 7. The trigger definitely, I like the trigger, but I'm gonna hone in on this thing. I'm gonna shoot those 5 dots across the top, and I'm gonna really get a feel for this trigger, all right? Woo! All right, let's go take a look at it. All pretty good. We're back there at about probably 10 yards. I threw that one. That was me. So all pretty good. The trigger, yeah, the trigger is an improvement from a Glock trigger, Hellcat trigger. FN was right. So both the features of this weapon, I agree with. The trigger is a little better. The slide is easier to rack. One thing that I don't like about the trigger though is the reset is way longer. All right, so if you guys watch this, well, I'm gonna take a shot, and then I'm gonna hold the trigger back, and I'm gonna let off the trigger until the trigger resets. You guys watch how long this trigger reset is, all right? So here we go, I'm gonna take my shot. Can you see my finger, Blake? Yep. All right, now I'm letting off the trigger. It just reset right there. So that's a lot of travel to have to reset that trigger, all right? It's probably the only disadvantage to that trigger, so. All right, let's go load these mags back up. A lot of you guys always ask me what kind of ammo we use out here on the range. We use whatever daggone ammo is cheapest, man. People don't give us ammo for free. We have to buy it, so whatever's daggone cheapest is what we use. Look, the fit and finish on this gun, talking about this FN, I don't necessarily, look at that, man. Look at the wear marks. Look at that. I really don't like, I mean, that gun's been in the holster 3 times.
Is that just wearing the finish? Surely not.
Well, I mean, it just like it's stained, man. Look at this. Look at this.
You're getting too
man,
pretty,
that's just like it's stained.
Come on.
I don't know if I like the fit and finish on this gun.
Well, I'll take it off your hands if you don't like it.
Yeah, man, these mags load up nice and smooth. Let me give y'all a tip on how to load mags real quick. Set the base plate of the magazine down on something like this, right? Freaking use your thumb to press that top round down. Make a little space so you can get that next round in and slide it in, all right? Now look, you ain't never gonna be as swole as me, but when you are, you can load like this. If you ever get there. But good luck with that, right? Magazine release button on this thing. Hey, it's got a nice big metal. That's a metal magazine release button. It's nice and grippy. I like that. Slide release, I don't care about that. I don't use it anyways. Sights, that's what we're about to test on this thing. You guys know we always run our tests to see how accurate these pistols are. The winner so far is the Hellcat Pro at 80 yards on that little silhouette up there. We ain't painting that daggone silhouette for y'all, so get over it, man. I'm not bringing a can of spray paint out here, all of y'all that tell me to paint that silhouette. Screw you guys, man. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna start, I'm gonna walk back 10 yards, take a shot, and we're gonna go 10-yard intervals until we max this thing out in terms of accuracy. If any of you guys know me, you've watched me long, you know I am more accurate than the gun. So wherever this thing pegs out at, that's its maximum accuracy, all right? So it's a good test. We'll get it here in just a second. All right, guys, this is the silhouette that we're shooting at. I don't know how big it is, 6. maybe 8 inches wide, 6, maybe 12 inches tall, all right? So this is what we're gonna shoot at. Again, 10-yard intervals. This is old trusty right here. Here we go. Load this baby up. Yes, yes. Ooh, look at this. What's that?
Operator error.
No, sir. You need to oil this thing, Blake. This thing ain't got...
Ooh.
Hey, look.
Ooh.
When we test these guns, man, we pull them out of the box and just go to shooting them. We don't oil these son of a guns up or wipe all that factory crap off. Look, I need this son of a gun to shoot when it comes out of the box, okay? So, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What are y'all's predictions on this? How far you think we're gonna go? Y'all drop it in the comments. Let me know how far you think we're gonna go. All right, we got 10 yards. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 20. Don't y'all wish y'all could shoot like me? All right, here we go, 20 yards. Yeah, we got 20. Good night. By the way, don't do this without iPro on. I'm assuming risk right now that I shouldn't be assuming. Don't do this without iPro on. 2, 3.
Well, YouTube ain't gonna get past 5 yards, so.
30 yards. I do like the sights on this gun. Get a shot on these sights right here, Blake. Got a nice orange front sight. I do like the sights. I like the sights way better than a standard Glock sight. Well, 30 yards right here. Whoa!
This thing's inaccurate.
This thing won't even hit at 30 yards, man. What the world's going on with this thing? Holy smokes, man. I'm gonna see if I can hit it again at 30 yards before we move back to 40. Look, y'all have seen me on these videos. I ain't kidding you. I'm about to hand this thing to the tech guy and see if he can hit it at 30 yards. You gotta aim low. You gotta aim low. That's the key. I don't know why. I aim low, I can hit it every time. So, sights are off. I'm gonna try to aim a little low on this one too. Yeah, we got a few more. What are we at, 50? Are we at 40 or 50?
40, I think.
40? Oh yeah, we are at 40. No, no. Hey, I'm gonna go get my daggone Hellcat.
Throw that thing over it.
Since y'all think this is me and not the gun, I know what y'all are thinking right now. This is me and not the gun. Cut that video. I'm about to go get the Hellcat. All right, I got the Hellcat now. Look, show them where the target's at. I literally walked over to the truck, got the Hellcat, came back to the same spot. All right, this is cold bore on the Hellcat. Cold bore. Let's see what happens. I just can't shoot today. Hey, no kidding though, that trigger is way better in that Reflex. What the crap is What the crap, man, is wrong with me today, man? Let me try this thing again. Are you still rolling?
Always ready.
Look at that. All right, I just had to get warmed up. Let's go on back to 50.
Forget them rules on this one.
I really don't think there's much chance I'm gonna hit at 50 today. My eyes are watering. Well, there we go, 50.
With the small mag.
All right, 60. You better shut your mouth, boy! Here's 70. You know, ain't it nice we got nice jeans to wear on an old cold blustery day like this? I didn't wear jeans for years. You know why? Because jeans for years were the most uncomfortable stinking thing that you could possibly put on. Binds up your sack, rubs you all over the wrong way. I hated them. Barbell sent me some daggone jeans about, I don't know, a year and a half ago. I put these sun guns on, I said, holy smoke, somebody made a pair of jeans that actually are comfortable. It's a game changer, man. You guys know, Barbell's our partner here at 307 Project. As a matter of fact, they sponsored this episode. They actually made it possible for us to go out and purchase this gun and give you a subpar review on it. All right? So, check them out. By the way, these jeans, if you rip them, tear them, whatever, screw them up, they'll send you a new pair. Guess what, too? If you buy clothes from Barbell, if you get fat or skinny throughout the year and you need a different size, they'll swap your daggone clothes out for a new size clothes that'll fit you. Yeah, you ain't gonna beat that. Not to mention, every dollar that you spend in the next coming up little bit is gonna enter you to win up to $15,000 worth of gear. That's right, check it out. It's on the website, barbellapparel.com. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. We're at 70 yards here. Look at, that's that high port. I think that was 10. That's 10 or 11 steps. All right, we're at 80. This is our old record, although we've already broke the rules here. You see that high port?
Oh, yeah.
That's tactical, all right? If you want to look tactical, there you go. Nothing at 80. Let me try one more. Nah, we're gonna call it 70 yards. Even though we didn't follow our own rules. I just had to get warmed up, man. Okay, I'm not crapping you. When I went from up there at the 30, when I went from this to that Hellcat, I ain't kidding you, man. The trigger in this thing is way better. I ain't kidding you. All right, we'll go up, plink around with this thing a few more times, wrap it up. All right, so our accuracy test. I was a little off today, obviously. I'm a little bit shaky. You know, I carried that freaking 150-pound sandbag at the gym today, back and forth and up and down, you know. My look, man, my muscles are tired, all right? Which is, it's a good thing that slide's easy to, look at that. Look, when we get done with this tech, guys, you got to clean this gun. Nope. When you buy me a gun, oil it and clean it. Start doing that before you bring it out here to daggone review, man. You make me look like an idiot.
That's FN looked like an idiot.
Yeah, so overall, man, you know, it's It's really not. Look at it. I'm getting a little gangster lean. Watch. Watch. Okay. That is the key. We just found it. I just figured this is a good gun. The problem has been FN designed this gun to shoot at a little bit of a cant to the right. I've been trying to shoot this up, straight up and down. When you cant this gun just a little to the right, this thing is a freaking hammer. It's a hammer.
It has to do with the rifling in that barrel.
Yeah, it's the rifling. It's probably got like a 1 in 10 twist or something. So we're compensating that just a little cant to the right. And look at this 5-dot, man. Look. That was earlier.
When you don't cant, that's what those look like.
Yeah. When you try to hold this thing straight up and down, you can't hit nothing with it. So we found the key. Look, I'm gonna tell you, man, this gun is something that you should look into, I believe, mainly because of the trigger. All right? How reliable is this thing over time? I don't freaking know. Cause I'm just, you know what I mean, man? I don't know, I might start carrying this gun, but I don't know. So, because of the trigger, this is something you should look at getting. I believe it's a cool little gun. They need to do a little better job on the finish though. It just kind of, they just kind of got a little cheaper finish on it, like a SIG or something. I don't necessarily like that.
Taurus.
Or a Taurus, yeah. What was that old pistol's? High Point. Look, we grew up so poor, people carried High Points. That was the, if you wanted to buy a pistol when we were growing up, about all you could afford was a High Point. So we're moving up in the world, all right? Speaking of price, this isn't outrageously priced, is it, Tech Guy? What'd you pay for this?
Like
400 and something? Yeah, so not a bad price either. So yeah, I think it's a viable option. Y'all go check it out, especially if you got weak baby hands.
Now that's a Rome gun and pawn price.
Oh, Rome Gun and Pawn. All right, that's gun store wars. Blake's starting gun store wars over here in Rome, son. That's a Rome Gun and Pawn price, son. Y'all heard it here first on 307 Project. If you got anything out of this episode, give us a like, subscribe, go get you a piece of barbell gear, go to 307project.com, check out what we got going on, yeah, drop us a comment. We appreciate it. Love you guys. Enough said.